Hey you, welcome to Marketing Ninja Unleashed. This is season 2, episode 7. And in this episode, I'm sharing how I've been getting better at networking as an introvert, why branded merchandise still matters, and how to make it work on a budget. I'll also break down paid ads on Meta and explain how not all agencies are created equally, including why I do things differently here at You and Your Story. Hey everyone, welcome back to Marketing Ninja Unleashed. I'm Marina, founder of You and Your Story, and this is the space where we cut through the noise and talk about marketing that actually works in the real world. Now, if you've been following along with season 2 so far, you'll know we've been diving into some pretty big shifts in marketing, from AI-driven personalization to the psychology behind pricing. But today, we're going to take on 4 topics that really matter if you want to future-proof your brand. Starting with networking and how I've been getting better at it, even as an introvert. Branded merchandise, whether it's still relevant in 2025 and how you do it without spending a fortune. Paid ads on Meta, how they actually work and how to get the most out of them. And finally, why not all agencies are created equal and why I do things differently here at You and Your Story. So, grab a notebook or just keep me in your earbuds while you walk the dog because there's a lot of ground to cover. I'll start with something that used to terrify me, networking. If you've been listening since season 1, you'll know I'm an introvert. I used to think that meant I'd always struggle in rooms full of people. You know, the ones. Everyone talking loudly, exchanging business cards, working the room like pros. Meanwhile, I'd be standing in the corner, wondering whether I should approach the other person that's also standing in the corner or try and make a polite exit without anybody noticing. But what I've realised is that being an introvert doesn't mean you're bad at networking. It just means you approach it differently. For me, preparation has been the game changer. Instead of thinking I have to talk to everyone, I now go in with the mindset of I just want to have a few meaningful conversations. That's it. Quality over quantity. And it always works. I've built much stronger connections by focusing on listening, really listening, rather than trying to pitch myself in the first 30 seconds. People remember when you ask good questions and show genuine interest. So if you're like me and the thought of working a room makes your stomach flip, try this. Go in with 1 or 2 people that you'd love to meet. Prepare a couple of open-ended questions and give yourself permission to leave once you've had those quality chats. Networking isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about building relationships that last. And honestly, introverts have a natural advantage here because we're so much better at going deeper into a conversation.
Flowers die in 3 days. Matching underwear from MeUndies? That's a gift that lasts. MeUndies creates matching prints for couples and friends. Same adorable designs and different cuts for each of you. All made from their signature ultra-modal fabric that feels impossibly soft. With 30 million pairs sold and 90,000 5-star reviews, MeUndies matching prints are the perfect gift. Valentine's Day is February 14th, so don't wait. Get exclusive deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/comfort, code COMFORT. That's MeUndies.com/comfort, code COMFORT.
Next up, branded merchandise. Now, some people hear merch and immediately think of stress balls, cheap pens and tote bags that fall apart after 2 uses. And yes, if you're buying the cheapest thing in bulk, you're probably wasting money. But if it's done right, branded merchandise can be incredibly powerful. Think about it. A piece of merchandise is a physical touchpoint with your brand. It's something people use, keep, and see regularly. It's not just about slapping your logo on something. It's about giving people a useful, memorable item that keeps your brand in their world. So how do you do it without spending an absolute fortune? Focus on usefulness. People don't want another random trinket. They want things they'll actually use. Mugs, notebooks, reusable bags, phone stands. Make it feel personal. A small tweak like including someone's name or tailoring it to your audience goes a long way. Think quality over quantity. Instead of 500 cheap pens, invest in 50 really good items that will get people genuinely excited and they'll appreciate it. I recently mentioned on this podcast how much I loved receiving a personalised bookmark with my business name on it. It wasn't flashy or expensive, but it was incredibly thoughtful. And that bookmark is now permanently in my diary. Every time I see it, I think of the person who sent it. That's the power of merchandise done right. So yes, branded merchandise is still relevant. You just have to be intentional about it. Now let's talk Meta, Facebook and Instagram ads. If you've ever boosted a post and thought, wow, ads don't work, then let me stop you right there. Boosting a post is not the same as running ads. That's like calling a microwavable dinner fine dining. It's not true. Here's what you need to know. Meta ads are powerful because of their targeting. You can get super specific about who sees your ad based on demographics, interests, behaviors, and even lookalike audiences. And that's where you start to see some magic. Because the real trick is in understanding your funnel. The top of the funnel are cold audiences, people who have never heard of you. This is where you run ads that grab attention, quick videos, reels, or problem-solving content. The middle of your funnel is a warm audience. These are the people who have engaged with your brand before. Maybe they've visited your website, watched a video, or followed your page. You serve them ads that build trust and authority. And at the bottom of the funnel are your hot audience, people who are ready to buy. These ads should be direct. Book now, shop today, or claim your free trial. And the golden rule is track everything. Use Metapixel, track conversions, and actually analyze which ads are driving actions, not just likes. Likes don't help you pay the bills. Leads and sales do. And one final tip. Don't rely on just one ad. Test several of them. Run different versions of your creative, your copy, and your calls to action. Meta rewards learning, and the data that you'll get back will tell you exactly what works. Now, I want to finish with something that's really close to my heart, why not all agencies are the same. I'll be honest, it's one of the reasons that I started You and Your Story. I was tired of seeing businesses being told what they should say in their marketing, without anyone actually listening to what their customers wanted. And here's how I work differently. I don't just take what you tell me and package it up. I go and listen to your customers. I find out what they value, what they struggle with, and what they want to hear. At the end of the day, it's not about your business shouting louder. It's about creating messages that resonate with the people you're trying to reach. That's why I'll always push back when a client says, "Can you just say it this way?" If that way doesn't reflect what the customer actually cares about, then no, I won't do it. It's not about ego, it's about impact. And I think this is where agencies need to step up. Too many are just order takers, creating campaigns that look good in a boardroom, but don't land in the real world. I'd much rather create marketing that works, even if it means challenging assumptions along the way. The truth is, marketing isn't about you or your business. It's about your audience, and that's what needs to matter. So, to wrap up today's episode, networking as an introvert doesn't have to be scary. Focus on quality conversations, not quantity. Branded merchandise is still relevant if you do it thoughtfully and with purpose. Paid ads on Meta work when you understand the funnel and track the right metrics. And not all agencies are the same. The ones that win are the ones who listen to the customer first. And I'll leave you with this question to think about. If tomorrow all the flashy marketing disappeared, the viral reels, the shiny events, the quick wins, would your marketing still connect with your audience because it's built on what they actually want and need? As always, thank you for tuning in. And remember, You and Your Story is here to make sure your story is the one the world won't forget.
This has been a Monkey Pants Productions podcast.